Hey Fragrance family, I'm Daver.
I'm Jared.
And we're the
Fragrance Bros.
Coming at you again with another fragrance review, this time on Red Vetyver. Of course, subscriber choice. And let's get straight to it.
Yeah.
Date introduced is, I don't really know when this was introduced.
Okay.
I tried to look up a date and couldn't find one. I know Montale has some that, a lot of the earlier line came out in 2008. So no earlier in 2008, but probably 2008 or 2010.
Okay.
It's probably more likely.
Even years.
Yeah. It's classified as a woody oriental.
Yep.
Notes are Haitian vetiver, Moroccan cedarwood, patchouli, grapefruit, elemi, and black pepper.
Yes.
What'd you get out of longevity out of this?
It was probably excellent. This is about 8 to 10 hours, on par with its contemporary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got excellent as well.
Yeah.
What about projection?
I felt like it was about average. I
Really?
felt like it was really pushing out. Yeah. That was one part that a little frustrated me.
I thought it was excellent on me. I thought it was pretty good actually.
Okay. Shucks.
Season, I would say this is best for spring, and I think it could work at summer. And I think it could work day as well, but I think probably better at night.
Yeah. Agreed.
Purpose, I would say this is casual, but also formal. I think it could be used for probably both.
Okay.
I think probably more of a formal edge, but I think this is good for casual as well.
Okay. Or a bar, according to Dan's wife. Know what she said?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that review in a long time.
Okay. All right.
Now, what does this remind you of?
It reminds me of a boring version of Terre d'Hermes.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, okay, it does have a lot of comparisons to Terre d'Hermes.
It does. It does.
But you think it's more boring.
Yeah.
Without going into shootout territory here.
This may eliminate the need for a shootout. I'll try to be. Dan made a video comparing the two. I don't know if you saw the video where he sprayed one on each arm, and Amanda, I believe is his wife's name, smelled both, gave her opinion. Dan is highly in favor of Red Vetyver, and Amanda seemed to like Terre d'Hermes more.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. I'm in the Amanda camp.
Okay.
To me, this kind of reminds, if you know Terre d'Hermes, you know this, but it's like, have you ever put on a fragrance and then, you know, like 30 minutes later you had to do something outside or you got kind of sweaty, so you went and showered off real quick, just rinsed off. And when you get out of the shower, it's not like you washed the fragrance off because you didn't like scrub.
Right.
It was still there, but it's like the water took off some of the top notes. That's what this is to me. If I sprayed Terre d'Hermes on and took a shower, just rinsed off and came out, I'd smell like Red Vetyver. To me.
Huh.
Because it has a lot of the same DNA to me, but it's lacking some of that orange brightness in the beginning, and it's drier to me.
Okay.
And that's just the feeling I get. But you know, but Dan was right. I mean, it's got vetiver, cedarwood, and pepper are the big players to me. I don't really get much patch. I don't really get much grapefruit. It's a little bit of something citrusy, but it's really, really faint to me. So it's really just kind of like a dry, woody fragrance. And it's masculine, and I like the scent, but because I already had the other, it's just not quite banging for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think we're going to diverge somewhat on our opinions here.
Okay.
Because I think, because first of all, we have a review of Terre d'Hermes already, which we'll link down here, and we'll have it down in the comments or the show notes down below. And I don't want to get into the whole Terre d'Hermes versus this. We're going to do a shootout of this later.
Yeah.
But it does bear a similarity to it. Now, Terre d'Hermes to me never smelled citrusy. I never got really citrusy out of it. I got, you know, vetiver and woods and some pepper in there. And this smells way more citrusy to me than the other one does. Like, I get a lot of grapefruit.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot. And it hangs on for a good bit too.
Wow.
But essentially, yeah, I think you and Dan are correct that the main players here are the vetiver, the cedar, and the black pepper. I do get a lot of grapefruit, and I think I get some of that elemi too, which elemi is a type of resin. I forgot which plant it comes from, but anyway, there is kind of this weird sappy quality that I smell in there.
Yeah.
And almost vinegary. It's really strange and starchy. So whenever I wear this, it actually makes me hungry. It's the strangest thing. So like whenever I smell it, it smells almost like salad dressing, with the starch, with the pepper, with the vinegar, with the citrus.
Amanda said it smells like cat piss.
I don't get that.
That's
at
what
all.
she said.
I mean, I'm familiar with cat piss. I've had cats before.
I've had cats piss on me. Plenty. And I know.
That's right. I am familiar.
That's right. Been there. No, no.
Anyway, so there's something in there that kind of really just reminds me of like salad or pasta salad. It's strange.
Okay.
I don't know. I like it. I don't love it. I think this is just an okay fragrance to me.
Yeah.
This is a pretty simple and straightforward fragrance, I think.
It is.
Like we said, there's only so many notes in here. It's pretty simple in its construction, and even in its lifetime, it changes a little bit. It changes. I would say it changes some, but I wouldn't really consider it. It doesn't really have. It's not very dynamic like a lot of other fragrances are.
Yeah.
And so what you get at the top is what you get mostly the life of the fragrance.
Yeah. One word that I would use to describe this fragrance for me was it was super dry. I don't know. It just felt super dry to me, to the point that I don't know. It made it feel hollow somehow, like it was a shell of a fragrance or something. I don't know. To me, it just. I like the scent just fine. I felt like it never really did anything though to me. It's kind of like, well, here's this thing, just kind of sitting here on my skin. Like I didn't feel like I was getting any kind of vibes or feelings or images, or I wasn't getting a salad, or anything. It was just kind of like, I don't know. I got to be honest. I was pretty disappointed. I was really looking forward to getting, my nose on this, and it kind of came crestfallen. Yeah.
Bang for buck. This is $160 for 100 ml. It's getting up there in price. That's not too bad, but it's just getting up there.
Yeah.
With the comparison to Terre d'Hermes, I would say that definitely try both and see if you like one or the other more. I know I'm talking about Terre d'Hermes. I shouldn't be.
It is what it is, brother.
Yeah.
I think Montale's their pricing structure is pretty affordable for niche.
Yeah.
They're usually like in the $150, $160 range. Which, by the way, they have a crap load of fragrances, dude.
Like half of them are ouds.
Yeah. I want to smell oud velvet.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, I kind of feel like, to me, what this does, for what it does, is not, I can do a lot better. I can find other things that do a better job for cheaper.
Yeah.
You could probably find better things in the house as well. Like I smelled a red oud. That was a nice fragrance. So, to me, it's not really worth it. I feel like you could spend your money better elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, I think it's worth it as far as performance goes. Smell is pretty good. It's not like my favorite in the world.
Yeah.
But bang for buck is still there, I think. Now, what about compliments?
No, dude. That's what made me feel like the performance was just average, because I didn't feel like it was ever getting away from me. It felt like it stayed, kind of like right here. And Stephanie never even noticed it. She always says something about the fragrance. She never even noticed it.
Dang.
So.
My wife hated it.
Whoa!
Not only that, but we had some friends over, and I had to wear. It was crunch time, so I had to wear it as often as I could. And I don't like to wear it a lot of times when I'm in new situations or with friends.
Yeah.
That aren't like fragrance friends.
Right.
But so I had to test it out that day.
Yeah.
And she smelled it and said that it was burning her sinuses. That's not a good sign.
That's bad, dude. That's bad. So Amanda didn't like it. Your wife didn't like it. My wife didn't even notice it. Seems like it's not a lady pleaser.
Yeah, I wouldn't see how it would be.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Okay, final rating.
I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5.
Okay.
I don't hate the scent, but it never did anything for me. It never got off the landing pad or the launch pad. It just kind of stayed there and just and that was that. And because of that, the price seems high to me, because I don't really care for the performance. I don't think it smells bad, and if you wear this, I'm not gonna think you're gonna stink or anything like that. It just seems like chicks don't dig it really. Price a little higher than what I want to pay for it. Disappointing to me.
Yeah.
2 out of 5.
I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
I didn't dislike it. I thought it was okay. It's not something that I would really like to wear.
Yeah.
Unless I was starving or something. I needed a salad.
If you need to get your appetite back.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You've been sick.
That's right. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. So I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Just didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
So that's all we have. Tell us what you think down in the comments down below. Do you like Red Vetyver? Do you hate it? What do you think? And of course, as always, please subscribe and like down below. We'll love you for it. We'll see you next week with another fragrance review with the Fragrance Brothers. Bye.
Bye.